When you think of moving to Italy, you probably imagine a perfect summer day. Golden sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, a glass of wine in hand as the sun sets over a lively piazza, and that dreamy, carefree lifestyle many of us crave. But have you ever wondered what Italy feels like in winter? Do those charming seaside towns, so full of life in summer, turn into quiet, almost ghostly places once the season is gone? At the end of December, I packed my bag, hopped into a taxi to Dubai airport, went through the long lines, and settled in for a flight with a meal that was, well, forgettable. 7 hours later, I landed in Europe, ready to discover southern Italy beyond the postcard perfect tourist season. But first, a stop in Prague. I was born and raised in what was then Czechoslovakia. I left the Czech Republic 20 years ago, and ever since, my life has been on the expat road. Living in different countries, exploring new places, chasing life wherever it led me. Yet, every time I return to Prague, my heart lifts a little. Wandering the medieval streets, smelling sausages on the grill and the famous chimney cake at the Christmas market, holding a hot cup of mulled wine, unmissable part of the winter atmosphere, and watching the soft glow of lights on the snow-dusted rooftops, it pulls at your soul, pure nostalgia. I spent a few days with family, soaking in a little festive chaos and savoring home-cooked meals made with love. Thanks, Mom. Before the real adventure began. Then it was time to hit the road south. I got into the rental car, started the engine, and felt that little thrill of freedom. The road was waiting, the sky was pale, and I couldn't help smiling. This was it. My winter adventure in Italy was finally beginning. Then the long drive. I went all the way through Germany, Austria, northern Italy, and central Italy. A road trip through landscapes I've never seen in winter. Petrol stations, quick sandwiches, a cup of coffee here and there. It's not glamorous, but that's the reality of road trips. And somehow, that's part of the magic. The little pauses, the quiet in-between moments, the chance to watch the world slowly change outside your window as the miles pass beneath you. On the way south, I stopped in Bologna for the night. This city immediately stood out. The authentic atmosphere, the relaxed vibe, the rhythm of local life, and street performers tucked into every corner. Wandering through the streets, I could feel the city breathe differently in winter. The low sun glowing against the cobblestones, the smell of fresh pastries drifting from tiny bakeries, laughter spilling softly out of trattorias. It felt intimate, almost like seeing a side of the city reserved just for locals. then Puglia, the heart of my trip. Driving through truly villages and winding country roads, I kept imagining what life here would feel like in quiet winter months. I had seen Polignano and Mare in summer, crowded, chaotic, tourists lining in the tiny beach chasing the perfect selfie. But now, in January, it felt completely different. It felt cozy, almost secretive. Lights twinkled along the narrow streets, restaurants were calm, and I stopped to taste fresh local fish with a glass of wine. Just sitting there, breathing it all in, letting the silence speak. I continued through the countryside to less known towns. Valenzano, where I made my base. Casamassima, the blue town with impossibly colorful houses that felt almost unreal. Rutigliano, Martina Franca, and the enchanting Alberobello. Without the summer crowds, these towns reveal themselves slowly. Locals wander through festive markets, sipping mulled wine, chatting casually on the streets. It felt like peeking into everyday life of Puglia, a side of Italy most tourists never see. Some places felt magical, even without the sun-drenched beaches and bustling piazzas. Olive groves stretched for miles, streets felt cozy and intimate, and the locals, so warm, so welcoming. There is something about winter here. It strips everything back. No distractions, no noise, just real life unfolding quietly. And I found myself wondering, is this what it would feel like to truly belong here? And the least thing I expected, the Puglian landscape itself. Winter made it glow in a way summer never does. The early January sunlights illuminated the countryside. Flowers blooming gently among ancient olive trees, and for a moment the scenery felt almost like a fairy tale. Soft, peaceful, honest. On the way back, I stopped in Rome, Florence, and Perugia. Rome in winter had a spark of its own. Piazzas alive with dancing locals, children chasing pigeons, people packed into their winter coats, enjoying gelato. Florence, silent, breathtaking, perfect for wandering without bumping into anyone. Perugia, cozy, chocolate-scented and irresistible. I couldn't leave without tasting the famous local chocolate here. So that was the journey. Planes, car, snow, coffee stops, fresh pasta, and long drive across Italy from December into January. But the adventure isn't over. Next, I'll take you inside the homes I really loved in Puglia and explore which one could actually become mine. Because somewhere between the olive groves, the quiet streets, and those winter sunsets, this stopped feeling like just a trip. It started to feel like a possibility. Sometimes you don't find a place. Sometimes a place finds you. Winter in Italy is quiet, beautiful, and full of surprises. And I can't wait to show you the next chapter. Thanks for watching and see you next week on Expat Explorer.